show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, we're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, we have an interesting update in the Tory and Meg Thee Stallion case. And let me tell y'all right now, man, this whole case has become a back and forth circus event. You know, but today we learned a lot of new information, including now they're saying that Tory isn't just the primary shooter as a suspect. Now they're dragging Meg Thee Stallion's ex-best friend, Sh0t, into it, saying that her and Tory Lanez appeared to have gunpowder residue on their body. Now, I'm confused because the last time we checked, the ballistic report said that it confirmed Tory Lanez was nowhere near the gun that allegedly fired at Meg. But now they're saying that Tory and Sh0t had gunpowder residue on them. And for y'all wondering how they both may have had gunpowder residue on them, well, that would insinuate that they both was next to each other when the shot was fired. We don't know who, but they're pretty much saying that it came from that direction, being that they both had gunpowder residue on them. So they don't know whether it's Sh0t or Tory, even though at first they were saying that Tory is definitely the shooter, it came from him. Now they're saying it's Sh0t and Tory. You see what I'm saying? You see how confusing it is? Because the whole world was mad at Tory, not knowing that now Sh0t is involved heavily because she has gunpowder residue on her. So to be honest with you, she's just as guilty as Tory at this point. Right? Now, despite both of them being approved for gunpowder residue on them, Meg Thee Stallion is sticking to her story, claiming that she for sure seen Tory Lanez fire the weapon and she would also testify against him. Now, Tory Lanez is still sticking to his claims that he is not the shooter, and his attorneys plan on presenting a theory that maybe Kelsey Harris could have discharged the weapon. Which would make sense because if they both was approved for the gunpowder residue and Tory Lanez is still sticking to his story saying he didn't do it, then that only leaves one person accountable. Now, that theory wouldn't be too far off as people think, because if y'all remember when the incident first happened, Meg Thee Stallion and her ex-best friend Sh0t fell out with each other for unknown reasons, and Sh0t would go on live threatening to speak on what quote-unquote really happened. She will also throw a few subliminals around and hints saying that Meg Thee Stallion knows what really happened, and she even confirmed in so many words that Tory wasn't really the guy that everybody is trying to paint him to be. Now, rumor has it that Sh0t fell out with Meg Thee Stallion because Sh0t found out that she was sleeping with Tory Lanez behind her back because Tory and Sh0t was a thing first. But I guess we will have to wait to see what this case brings out because Kelsey Harris is also scheduled to testify. So this should be really good. Not to mention, people need to focus on the fact that Sh0t and Meg was actually friends at one point. And if y'all remember, they were going back and forth, you know, seeming like, you know, Sh0t was saying that Meg is this and that, and they're not on good terms. So my thing is this: if I was Tory's defense team, if y'all not good now and y'all were friends then, why y'all not good? You see what I'm saying? Because they trying to make it seem as if it's all Tory did this. No, the argument was really between them. Okay, so if that's really the case, why aren't you and Meg Thee Stallion friends anymore? Right? Now, it's been a back and forth between both Meg and Tory's defense team, with both sides giving different reasons to what actually happened. But prosecution claims that an argument between Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez started because she said his music wasn't good. Now, despite Meg saying her and Tory didn't have any intimate relationships on Gayle King's show, the prosecutor stated that in fact was a lie. Now this leads up to Tory's defense claims and what they had to say, which makes a little more sense. And we've also heard DJ Academic say a very similar story first. Now they're saying there's a witness who says they seen two women arguing, and in the car, Kelsey was sitting in front where the firearm was actually recovered. And she also has gunpowder residue on her. You know, Tory Lanez wasn't near the firearm as he was seated in the back of the vehicle. So how he got gunpowder residue on him, I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. But Tory Lanez's defense team says it all started because Tory Lanez was in the pool flirting with Kylie. Megan Kelsey was somewhere else, you know, at a distance, making a big deal about it, to the point where Kylie asked Meg to leave. Not to mention, Kylie is also testifying as a witness in this case too, so we're gonna have to see what she says. That should be interesting. But anyway, when they left, Tory followed and they all got into the truck, the SUV, or whatever the case may be. That's when all hell broke loose, because Tory came out and exposed that him and Meg Thee Stallion had been messing around with each other behind Kelsey's back. Pretty much saying like, Kelsey, I don't know why you on her side, because we mess around too. You know, yes, I was messing with you first, but I also mess with Meg Thee Stallion as well. So you shouldn't be mad at me for flirting with Kylie when I've been messing with the same person that you sitting there pouting against me about. You know? Now he also mentioned that Meg Thee Stallion messed with Ben Simmons and rapper The Baby, who are also two other men that Kelsey dated first, and Meg went and slept with them after. Right? Now we also know this to be true when it comes to The Baby, because in his song Boogeyman off his latest album, he admits to sleeping with Meg Thee Stallion too, saying, quote, "The day before she said that Tory Lanez shot her, I was effing on Megan Thee Stallion." Right? He also said, quote, "I waited to say that ish on my next album." Then he also said that he hit it the day before too, but I kept it player. I ain't say nothing about it. Now, after the claims came out, she performed at the iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas in September. Here, she didn't deny the claims, but instead she said, quote, "So look, I don't know about y'all, but I love my body. I do what I want with my body, when I want with my body, with who I want with my body. Cause it's who? My body. Oh, okay, if you love your body, let me hear you make some noise." Now, all of this will later explain why Meg Thee Stallion took it so personal when The Baby collaborated with Tory Lanez for their song Scat and will openly support and perform with him while the world was against Tory. But anyway, so the moral of the story is that Tory Lanez's defense team is focusing on claims that Meg and Kelsey was actually arguing, and things got heated between them over Tory Lanez exposing that he messed with Meg behind Kelsey's back, as well as Meg messing with other partners of Kelsey's behind her back as well. So when it comes to who shot who, it could have been anybody. That's what the defense team is saying, not just Tory Lanez, due to whatever argument that they're saying that Tory and Meg allegedly had. Right? Now here's what the prosecutors are also saying in Meg and Kelsey's defense. Prosecutors say Kelsey followed Megan to help her, right? And at this time, Tory began to walk towards Megan and Kelsey. And when Kelsey approached Tory to stop him from approaching, prosecutor says that Tory punched Kelsey and pulled her to the ground by her hair. Then prosecutors are alleging that Tory Lanez then demanded they both get back into the SUV. Megan and Kelsey complied with his wishes. When they got back in the car, Kelsey sent a text to Megan's security, Justin Edison, saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg, 911. When the police pulled over the SUV Tory and Meg they located a warm firearm in a slide lock position, which indicates every bullet in the firearm had been used. Prosecutors played an audio of Tory Lanez's call from jail to Kelsey. He apologized profusely. Now, here's my problem with this. To think that Tory Lanez is like 4'11", I'm being funny, but we all know that Tory Lanez is small. We all know that Meg Thee Stallion, the things she rap about, first and foremost, Meg Thee Stallion's about 5'11", 6 foot, whatever. And it's two of them. So you mean to tell me that Tory Lanez done punched this girl to the floor, dragged her by her hair to the floor, and told Meg and this girl to get in the SUV, and they quote unquote just complied? Come on. They gotta do better than that. You know, I'm not picking sides. I'm not saying anybody is saying anything. But what I am saying that since this situation has happened, we known Meg Thee Stallion's story to change from time to time. You know, we've known her to lie about certain things. We've seen the picture that she posted on her Instagram, and once people kind of said something about her foot and the way it looked, she deleted it. Not to mention, we also seen footage of her walking backwards after saying that she was shot in both of her feet. For anybody that know anything about being shot or even breaking a bone or spraining anything, you could not walk on those feet if you was shot, and in fact both of your feet. Keep in mind that the first time she said that he shot her in one of her feet, and then said that he shot her in both of her feet. Not to mention, in the beginning they said that he was hanging out of the window, and as she was walking away, he shot her in both of her feet. You see, you see the confusion. Now they're saying that they was inside and out of nowhere. I don't know. Because now they're saying that they was inside the SUV when the shots rang out. And not to mention, every bullet that was in the clip had rung off. So where did all the other bullets go? I don't know. It's a lot to this story, but these are the updates. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to keep updating you guys. When Kylie Jenner say what she got to say about the whole situation, I'm sure it's going to get even more intense. Not to mention her mother's husband, Corey Gamble. He's also testifying, I guess, what he's seen. I didn't even know he was there. A lot of people don't even know he was there, but his name just came out of nowhere. It is what it is. Like I said, this is like an ongoing HBO series, and it's getting good. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.